Hey everybody, welcome back. Sunday evening, Master Dungeons presents The Keys from the Golden Vault. Tonight we're going to be starting a new adventure, which is called Reach for the Stars. And apologize to anyone that tuned in on Friday. I started the stream for our dungeon delving, and about 3 minutes into the stream, my power supply on my computer went kaput. So the reason why things may look a little bit different tonight is because I have had to piece together a laptop and some other stuff for our streams while I'm waiting for my power supply to be repaired. So things will look just a little bit different tonight. Also, Otter's off camera, not having the best of days, and is going to be still here playing with us as well. And we do have two new guest members from our community. We have Ulysses, who will be playing Aurora. And then, of course, we have Lee, who'll be playing Mantaro. We'll get those introductions here for a moment, but just again to remind everyone about what our session is. It's a collection of heists for the Keys from the Golden Vault, from Wizards of the Coast to fifth Ed adventure for Dungeons and Dragons. It's basically a series of heists where the group has to really put together a lot of teamwork in order to accomplish their goals, and they work for an organization known as the Golden Vault. The Golden Vault is a group of benefactors, I should say, that help people who have been wronged, morally or ethically or physically. And unfortunately, the law cannot take care of those situations. So the Golden Vault, a very good organization somewhere in the Outer Plains, enlists the help of good adventurers. And of course, their motto is "Do good, no matter the cost." So again, tonight's adventure is Reach for the Stars. Let's go ahead and introduce our new guests first. We have Lee playing Mantaro, and we have Ulysses playing Aurora. So Mantaro, go ahead and give us a little bit of information about your character and introduce yourself.
Sure. Mantaro is a Fey Circle of the Moon druid. He is from the Feywild and got bored with the Feywild and went through a portal, because that's what you do. And he ended up in Chult and was having fun playing around with the dinosaurs and flying in and out of the T-Rex's mouth just to taunt them, and got a little too close, so he gave that up and then journeyed elsewhere and found that he had a knack for doing burglaries because he was relatively small and could get in and out of areas that were not expected, and made a living doing that. And then that brought him to the attention of the Golden Vault, and he's been working with them.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Montero. And we have Aurora.
Aurora is an Eladrin from the Moonshays who has spent a number of years at Candlekeep studying. She's a third-level bard, College of Eloquence bard, who studied a lot of historical oratory. But in her library studies, she got fascinated by Far Realm and aberrant things. She's neutral good and spends a lot of time doing charity work. And the combination of that work and her knowledge is what brought her to the attention of the Golden Vault. And she has prior connectivity with Stinkfoot, Reginald, and Snaps.
Excellent. All right, and speaking of Stinkfoot, Reginald, and Snaps, let's go ahead and reintroduce those characters to the audience for those that might be watching for the first time. Go ahead, Stinkfoot.
Stinkfoot Alabaster Grasper is a School of Abjuration wizard, level 3, with an urchin background. And from last adventure, I grabbed the Headband of Intellect to make myself appear to be a little smarter than I am. And I am a Svirfneblin Deep Gnome with my friend over there, Snaps.
Excellent. And speaking of Snaps, go ahead and remind us of who you're playing.
I am playing Gimbal Snaps McCracken, who is also a Deep Gnome, and I am playing a Thief Rogue, level 3. He is a very inquisitive character that will ask a lot of questions. He likes to figure things out and find out what makes them tick, or figure out how he can get in there to untick them. He's a good guy, but he's very roguish, of course. He likes to see the shiny things and pick them up. But he's often torn between morality and taking things, but usually good prevails so far.
So, what magic item did you select
Oh,
this week?
yes, I picked the boots of striding and springing from last week. So he can
Very cool.
move a little faster and jump like 3 times as high.
Cool. Then we have Reginald.
Hey folks, I will be playing Reginald this evening, the Heron-Gone, now Swarmkeeper Ranger. I will let you all learn what that swarm looks like here once we get rolling this evening. But I do have a little bit of magic initiate to help with the fact that they do not have dark vision, and a little bit of healing. And for my item I chose, I ended up with winged boots.
Very cool. And you're bringing the winged boots with you this evening?
I am.
All right. Yeah, so everyone knows we are playing Adventures League rules. You can find all the Adventures League information on the Wizards of the Coast website, or if you join our Discord server, our community server, if you go to the About section below the screen here, you can click on our Discord panel and join our community server. And I try to keep as many updated documents as possible on that server as well. Adventures League is basically rules as written, and there's some, of course, other specific rules that the Adventures League has, one of which is the characters, they can keep all the magic items they find. However, with them being only tier 1, being 3rd level, they can only bring one uncommon or higher permanent magic item with them. So I believe our Druid has a Moon Sickle +1. What does
Correct.
our Eloquence Bard have? What are they carrying?
I have a +1 hand crossbow.
Okay. Oh, awesome. And then we have the winged boots. And then what is Stinkfoot and Snaps bringing with them?
I'm going with the headband of intellect.
Okay.
And I'm going to bring the boots of striding and springing. Try them out.
Excellent. Try out the new ones. All right. Excellent. Okay. Well, does anyone have any other questions, or everybody ready to get started?
I have a weird Roll20 issue.
Sure.
Because of what happened last week with all of the weirdness in my character sheet, while I am showing as level 3 in Roll20, it does not have my specialization features in there for Swarmkeeper. That being said,
Don't need those.
I have the information for it, so we don't have to fix it now, but just something I noticed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go. We can go ahead and fix it after the session's over tonight. That way we'll have it all ready for part 2 next week.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for that information. That's good to know. That's very odd. Normally, Roll20 is getting a lot better recently, so it might have just been something transition to the character mancer. So we'll definitely check that out. All right. So as you know, for those watching, the keys from the Golden Vault are 12, I believe, different adventures that are set in wherever you want to set them. And we, of course, have set ours in the wonderful city of Waterdeep, the City of Splendors on the Sword Coast, one of the largest cities in the Forgotten Realms, as we are playing Adventures League, as I mentioned. So our characters are going to be at the Troll Skull Alley at the Troll Skull Manor, above that is a manor right above a bar called the Lift Spirits. And that is the patron of our adventurers. One Braden Hawks kind of owns the mansion, and he is kind of a friend of the Golden Vault, but hasn't really had any interactions with the party, and just kind of goes about the business, allowing them to stay at the mansion, of course, and get their certain secret missions every once in a while. And you're upstairs in your planning room in the attic, and you hear a knock on the door, and something seems to wait outside the room.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get it. I get up and I walk over.
All right.
I listen.
You don't hear anything, actually. You don't even hear any breathing.
Interesting. I open the door and peek out of the crack.
as you
Oh.
look out, you see the familiar form of the ghost Lif. Has a small little package in his hand.
Oh,
For you,
well,
sir. And hands it over.
I will
And he
take
heads
the
on back
package.
down. Yeah. Okay.
I shut the door once again and
Uh-huh.
take. Hey guys, look what I've got! I set it on the table.
Of course, opening up the package, inside you see a familiar sight of a key, a golden key.
Ah, yes.
And you, of course, are familiar with every time you get one of these golden keys from the Golden Vault, you do have your magical music box, and that's where you usually will get your next mission.
Would anyone like to do the honors? And I hold the key out for anyone to take.
I'll give it a go this time.
All right, here you go, Original.
I'll
I hand you
pull
the
up
key.
the music box, and I will insert the key. What does the key look like?
I believe I showed everyone a handout. Did that come through?
It looks like it has a bust
it
of a
is.
lady's head on it.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you
What a
insert
lovely
the key, of course, you hear this. I actually forgot that I can show you the keys from the other ones. I'll put those in your journal at a later time. But you do hear, of course, the soothing voice that seems to always open, or that seems to always speak as the lid pops open of your music box, and it says, "Greetings, operatives. Vasil Talistrome, a sage who works with the Golden Vault, has reported the theft of the Celestial Codex. The book contains rituals that, in the wrong hands, could be used to summon dangerous extraplanar entities. The book was stolen by a nobleman named Markos Delphi, who might be under the influence of some profane entity. 4 adventurers were hired to retrieve the book from Delphi Mansion, but they've disappeared without a trace. We have good reason to believe that they're dead. This quest, should you undertake it, would require you to travel to this mansion and retrieve the Celestial Codex. Vasil Talistrome is waiting for you at the Yawning Portal. May you fare better than the last group. Good luck, operatives." With that, the music box closes and the golden key vanishes.
Wow.
Oh, sorry to break conversation real quick. We had to do a content warning for this adventure.
Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me very much. There is a little bit of body horror in this adventure for those that are viewing. Just to make sure that you know ahead of time, we're going to refrain from doing as little a description or actual visual clues as possible. But there is a little bit of body horror mentioned in this adventure. So yes.
Noted.
Good to let people
Reginald.
know that is a possibility ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you know that you're supposed to be heading to some sort of mansion to recover this book called the Celestial Codex, and the person that is going to you're going to retrieve it for is Vasily, and Vasil Talistrome is waiting for you at the Yawning Portal Inn, which is a bit of ways from your area. If you would all like to check out the map of Waterdeep there, the group is staying at. Of course, your group is staying at the Troll Skull Alley. You'll see a little token there for your party,
It's
and then a Yawning Portal.
all the way at the bottom of
Pretty much.
town.
Yeah, pretty much straight down the main thoroughfare from Waterdeep, and then you can make your way down to the Yawning Portal.
Sure.
Is there anything, as you know, you can purchase things from the shared campaigns handout, which is listed in your journals in Roll20. If you wanted to buy any potions, or if you wanted to buy any scrolls for your adventure, you can also plenty of shops. You can shop for anything in the player's handbook. Can be found from your adventuring equipment, weapons, armor, things of that nature. You can buy in the shops as you're heading to the Yawning Portal.
Sure. Did someone call my name? I thought I heard someone say Reginald.
No, it wasn't me.
Yes.
Are you?
Reginald,
Oh, there
I
you
just
go.
want to make sure we got everything from the message. So we're going to go down to the yawning portal to see Vasil Talistrome, the Celestial Codex, which is a book with rituals to summon extraplanar creatures, has been stolen by a Markos Delphi, a nobleman.
Yes.
Don't know why he stole it. And that already a party of adventurers, other operatives maybe, have been sent and are presumed dead.
That is correct.
That's correct.
Okay.
And this Markos Delphi, he's under the influence, possibly, of... What is it again? He's under the influence of... something. Some magic?
Could be the Codex itself. Could be some
Olimar
magic.
something?
Yes, they said perhaps a profane entity.
Profane entity. Okay, thank you. Yes. All right. Well, this is getting very interesting already.
Mitch, as
Fame.
we embark to the yawning portal and to shop for anything, would, with the sage background, having been at Candlekeep, having kind of a deep speech, far realm academic interest, would it be appropriate now to have a knowledge check for Aurora to see if she remembers anything?
Not necessarily yet.
Okay.
As this being from Candlekeep would give you a chance to have access to such books. And if indeed this is a very rare book, it would be something very interesting to discover more about. Definitely.
Yes. Great.
Well, so if you want anything to purchase anything from the player's handbook or from the shared campaigns thing, go ahead and deduct the coin from your character sheets and your Adventures League logs, and just make sure to log those down. And then when you are ready to head to the yawning portal, everyone just give me a ready check and roll 20, please.
So I think that maybe this is going to be really interesting. I'm already excited. I don't know what this profane entity or this book does, but just going to get it seems fun enough. But
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that other people have died. Yeah,
Very
I don't like that part.
disconcerting.
Yeah, but other people die all the time.
This is
So
true.
you should find yourselves here. My apologies. You should find yourselves here in the yawning portal now. Coming in the entrance, of course, you see the familiar portal itself right in the middle of the first floor, which legend says is a entrance into a massive dungeon, a maze, created by some sort of mad mage and frequented by adventurers. But you kind of look about and ask about, and you do hear that Vasil is seated somewhere over here in a little off the main area table with a little bit of privacy.
I guess something for my party and for our viewers. Since the end of our last adventure together, it seems that a gaze of raccoons seems to be following Reginald around everywhere they go.
Lots of
Did they try to come inside?
They follow me everywhere I go.
Oh my!
Of
Yeah,
course,
little
it is
capes.
the yawning portal. They have definitely seen stranger things. I'm sorry, Montaro. Go ahead.
I said, do the raccoons have little capes on them?
Sometimes. It depends what they pick up along the way. One of them has a little hat. Don't know where they found it, but they quite enjoy it.
And you do see a figure kind of step out from the kind of older-looking, sagely human. It says, "Please, I believe you're the companions that I'm seeking. Join me here."
I'm over there looking down in the hole and I say, "Whoa, what a hole! Where does it go?" And I look over and I hear the voice. So, oh, well, he found us. So I move over with everyone else.
Sure. And he does ask everyone to sit, and the bar, one of the bar servers comes over and takes a round of drink order for everyone, and asks if would anyone care for any food or just drink. And he says, "Oh, I'm sorry, just drink, please." You definitely see he's a bit fidgety and very nervous as you've arrived. He goes, "Yes, I assume that you are from that group sent to help me, yes?"
Yes, the helping group. We're here.
Yes. Well, I am Vasil Talistrome, and I've worked a little bit with the university here in Waterdeep, and some with Candlekeep here and there, even driving far north of Silvery Moon. But I'm not a wizard, so it's just a knowledgeable sage, and I need for you to retrieve the Celestial Codex for me. It was, I believe its location is at Delphi Manor. As Markos Delphi has taken this item from me. For what reasons, I do not know. I think it has to do with the forbidden knowledge inside. Now keep in mind, Markos is still a friend. I do not want any harm to befall him. Whatever's in that book, I'm sure he's not himself. I'm just worried what might have prompted him to steal the book, and what he might do with that book's information. It looks around, ready to answer any questions.
What does the book look like?
Well, it's got a black binding on the outside, made of what appears to be some sort of leather. It has different circles and symbols on the outside of it as well, and it's you can seal the book itself with a couple of clasps and some leather string that has a crescent moon on the end of it. It is filled with arcane lore about the stars and the planes of existence.
That sounds like a book that shouldn't be too hard to find if we see it. You wouldn't think there'd be too many books with crescent moons on them, yeah. But
give me 1 second here, and I will show you a picture. A moment. Sorry about that.
oh yes,
There we go.
good old
Oops.
Markos. Yeah, you guys go way back, huh? Well, we'll be able to fix his gutters. I'm sure the gutter repair work that we're going to be doing will be to his liking.
Well, yes. As I mentioned, I am unsure of what would have caused him to take the book in the first place. Obviously, maybe his curiosity, but the book itself is very, very dangerous. And everyone should be able to see the handout for the book. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I can see it.
Yes, and I must say, however, I'm a bit worried. You weren't the first group to receive this quest. I hired, the last group was led by a human warrior named Elra Lionheart. And I think that from casting a divination spell, I've confirmed that her and her companions definitely have perished there at the mansion.
That's too bad.
I can offer you 250 gold each if you are able to recover the Celestial Codex safely and have it delivered to me.
Oh, well, that'll do. What do you think, guys?
Well, Vasil,
I'm not doing anything else.
Is the book your book, or does it belong
Yes.
to a library?
It is mine.
Okay.
Why?
And
Why
what
would
are
you
the
ask?
what are the circumstances of the theft? How did it get taken from you?
I am not sure how he, why or why he stole it. I just know that he stole it through my divinations.
And Markos is a good friend of yours.
Oh yes, yes. He is a fairly good friend of mine, and of course his family is fairly wealthy, and they are very concerned about his well-being as well. Um, they think that it seems his recent studies have kind of led him down a troubled path, as it were. He started looking into, of course, studying the stars and studying the different planes and such. And this book definitely has much information about those topics, but definitely with the forces that are in that book could easily sway anyone. So be mindful. I'm sure that his family will reward you if you were able to save him and deliver him safely to them as well.
If this individual is a friend of yours, do you have any information about this manor we're heading to?
I have not been to this manor in some time. Most of my studies have kept me away. But I do believe that it has a few floors. At least 3 above the ground, I believe. I wish I had something to offer you, some sort of map or layout of the manor, but I do not. My apologies.
May we ask you to write a one-page letter to your friend Markos, kindly requesting the book back? I think it might help us if he's still in a right mind to have something that has your authority about it in your
I can
memory.
do such, of course. Yes, of course, I can do such. And he reaches down into his pouch on his slung over his shoulder and pulls out some parchment and a quill and an inkwell and starts jotting down really quickly. His hand shaking, you can tell, with his age and his fear for his friend. And he does jot down a note for you and passes it over to Aurora.
I have a question. Vasil, does he live alone? Who do we expect to find at this manor besides possibly Markos?
I don't know. I do know that he has a butler somewhere,
okay.
and there may be a few other people that work as servants at the manor, but I'm not necessarily aware of their names.
Okay, thank you. Just wondering who I could chat with once we get there. What do you think?
I really don't have much more information. Again, I am not the adventuring type. But please, I fear that you should head out as quickly as you can, as I'm worried about what the book might do and what if there is indeed some profane entity controlling him, what they might be trying to do.
Understood. But one last
Might hurt
question.
himself or others.
Vasil.
Go ahead. Sorry.
The last party, did you hire the last party?
I did.
And what type
Elra
of party
Lionheart
was it?
the human. It was an adventuring party. A woman named Elra Lionheart and her 3 companions. I can't remember. I know that Elra was a warrior of sorts. Perhaps a holy warrior? I'm not sure. But I was not sure of the careers of her companions. She just seemed very, very good-hearted person.
Okay. Well,
So
does anybody else have any questions? I'm ready to go, guys. Are you?
I'm ready to go.
and so you accept my quest, he says.
Is there any kind of timeline that this needs to be accomplished within?
He does not know. He does not know what Markos is doing with the book. He just wants you to head out as soon as you can, like today, if you can.
More of
But of
just
course, it's
checking
just
as some of our previous jobs are. It needs to happen within 48 hours. So more of just semantics question of timetable. Of course, we
I
will
have
handle
no
this
idea.
with expediency, but it never hurts to ask.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You can see him actually visibly kind of relieved now that you've accepted the quest. And he goes, I have a room here. I'm staying here, so when you recover the book, please deliver it to me here. And as he says that, not necessarily common for all of you, but common for the people here in the Yawning Portal, you hear a roar coming from the center portal in the middle of the room, and a creature starting to climb out of it.
Who knew?
Everyone, please give me an initiative.
Oh.
Well,
Also, for
alrighty.
those for Montero and Aurora, if you wish to turn on any macros, you can do that. Which will help a lot with your characters. I actually have some in my collections. If you go into the right controls in the top right corner, in the the second to last one, right beside your settings, there's one called Collections. You can click on your macro bar, and then you can put the macro bar at the top or the bottom of your page, wherever you want it to be, and then it defaults to the bottom. But then you can click on the ability checks, change dice, initiative, skill checks, saving throws, and whisper DM. That way you can, if you have your token selected, you can click on those macros to help make shortcuts to your character sheet without having to open your character sheet. You can also make your own macros by opening your character sheet, and like say you have your attack spells or your attacks in the middle of the screen, you can actually click on that and drag it to the bottom of your character sheet, and it'll pop up making a macro for you. Of course, you'll have to rename it because it'll be a very, very long macro name. All right, all 5 of you are in initiative. I will roll for the bad guy. Put them in initiative as well. Hopefully. Again, with a new computer, my apologies for those watching. With this running through the laptop is a little bit slower than normal. All right, so let me put this in order now. Descending, and it's going to move right there. And Reginald, you are the first to act.
Leaping from my chair, I will take a couple steps back, unshoulder my longbow, and lob an arrow, hopefully, into this creature.
All right.
24 to hit.
24 will indeed strike true. Just so you also know, for Montero and Aurora, feel free to roll with your advantage on at all times. Also, don't forget everyone does begin every session of my games with initiative, so make sure that you do have your your inspiration. But always roll with the advantage on, and then we'll just take the left number, and we'll only apply the second number if you have disadvantage or advantage. Okay. So Reginald 24 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
For 10.
Oh, nice.
And I do believe that is all I have for an opening turn.
Okay. And then next in the initiative order, Montero.
I will. Well, this is interesting. I will fly up to here, and I will shoot it with a produced flame. I assume a 10 will miss.
10 will unfortunately will miss, as the flame luckily doesn't like land on one of the tables or anything, just kind of drops down into the darkness beyond the creature that seems to have hooks at the end of their appendages. Next up is Snaps. If you have any more movement material, feel free to use it.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm about 20 feet in the air.
Okay. Excellent. All right, then we have Snaps. You're up.
I'm not going to move, but I'm going to go ahead and use it's a bonus action, my steady aim, and I'm going to pull out my short bow and fire. Getting ready to fire. 14.
14 will barely miss the creature as it bounces off its chitinous hide. Any more
Okay.
movement? Oh, actually, you can't move after you've steady aimed. That's right.
Nope, I'm stuck there.
All right. Aurora, you're up.
Mitch, for Aurora to go diagonally up on the table, is that too movement?
That would be 10 feet of movement. Yeah, it would be kind of difficult terrain.
Okay, but she's going to be.
Actually, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and give me a quick athletics check or an acrobatics check. If you succeed, DC 12, we'll say it just costs you 5 feet of movement.
No. She did not. So that's 10 feet
kind
of
of
movement.
stumble a little bit. But yeah, using 10 feet of movement, you're able to get up there. Yeah.
Okay. What type of creature is it now that she has a clear view of it?
I can show you a handout for the creature for everyone.
Yes, please. Oh. Okay. I am going to viciously mock it, just calling out to it. Actually, I'm going to use deep speech and just say, "You are a handless monstrosity, barely able to crawl out of a hole. Go back to the depths." And so it's a DC 13 Wisdom save, and if they fail, 4 points of psychic.
Doesn't seem to be too wise, but we'll see. Supposed to go through. Again, things are reacting a little slower here. A wisdom save of 2, so it is going to fail, and it will take 4 psychic damage.
All right. So, as for the viewers who may or may not know, vicious mockery is you're unleashing a string of insults and subtle enchantment. So they take the damage of 4 psychic unless they're resistant, and then they have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Okay.
And then Aurora is going to hop down onto the floor, and then move 1, 2, and I think she has 1 more square to be next to Reginald.
Okay.
That's her turn.
And that's your turn. Stink, you are up.
All right, Stink, 5'10". 5'10". I'm gonna take a shot. Introduce the hook horror, who I recognize from home. Little Underdark friend. Introduce him to my firebolt.
All right. Fire away.
14.
That will barely miss. Again, your flame flying over the creature's head and into the depths of the portal below, behind it. Any more movement for Stink?
Yep, a little bit more movement around. These are walls, I assume?
Yes.
So just duck around the corner of that wall and talk to my little skull in my pocket.
All right. The monstrosity is up. It is going to move in the direction of Snaps. Eventually, as my roll 20 catches up. My apologies again, everyone. There we go. Vasil snaps, you can see, is hiding under the table, quivering, obviously, just being a sage, not really having any ability as a non-combatant. But the hooked whore does swing at you with its hooks, as you too, being a superb Neblin, have heard of these creatures in the Underdark as well. So he does have a multi-attack, so it's going to make 2 swings at you, snaps. First one hitting an armor class 11, which will miss. Second one hitting an armor class of 11 and will miss.
Oh,
That is its turn. It is the beginning of the round. Reginald, you're back up.
I'm going to take a second to try and help everyone out here. I'm going to hold out my focus and attempt to cast Fairy Fire on this creature.
Okay. We do in your journal, if you scroll down to the bottom for everyone, you do have spell templates in there. That would be in the Buy Spells section. Just scroll down to Fairy Fire, you can pull that out and place it where you'd like. It's also a multi-face token. So whatever color of Fairy Fire you want, whether it's green or violet or blue, you can change the side of it as well.
So under spells, Fairy Fire?
Yeah, spells templates. Spells and templates. When you open that up and it says by spell name, and then you just scroll down to Fairy Fire, grab Fairy Fire's name, and pull it out onto the map, and you can place it where you'd like.
I'm not seeing that come up on my side.
You want me to do it? Because I was thinking about casting it my turn, so I can pull the token out for you.
Yeah, if you want to pull the token out, that'd be sweet.
Sure. Oops. If I keep on
And if you just
not
right
clicking
click on it, it'll
things.
give you a chance to change the sides for you.
And I'm just going to pull up the spell for everybody because I don't have it on my character sheet because of reasons, so people can see what it does.
I'll go ahead and move that back while we're talking about it. There we go.
Dealer's choice for whatever color you want to throw it out there as for now.
That's fine. I'm not picky.
Yep. So it needs to make a
Reginald.
Dexterity 13 saving throw.
All right, attempting a saving throw, Dexterity. See if it goes through that a little bit faster, maybe. As my rolls are taking... No, that did go faster. It will fail the save, so you all have advantage to strike this creature with your attacks. Put a blue marker on there. And I'll remove the red marker as the Vicious Mockery has already passed for his disadvantage attack. And Reginald, your spell does go off. The creature does become enshrouded in Fairy Fire. Anything else?
And I can't do that as a bonus. I think that's really all I have for right now. That'll do for my turn.
All right. Comes back around to Montero.
Okay. Okay, so I will fly over to here, and then I will charge at him, turning into a tiger in the process.
You know, when you pull that tiger out, you should have token actions on that tiger as well. Up at the top left corner, you should see some token actions like its pounce, its abilities, and things like that.
Yep. So I will do the. I move 20 feet, so I get the pounce attack. I think.
I think with pounces, if you hit them, you get.
Yes, if
extra
I
attack,
hit.
think,
Yeah.
pounce.
No, they get to. They have a thing to make prone. Okay.
And you do have advantage, so we will apply the advantage to your roll.
Okay. And my claw attack on it. It's a 22
Ooh,
or 11,
22 will indeed hit.
11 slashing damage, and he owes me a DC 13 strength save, or he's prone.
All right, we'll attempt his strength saving throw. Oh, he definitely makes his saving throw.
Yeah.
The 22.
And I think that's it, because I don't get the bite unless I knocked him prone. Only one attack with them. Okay, so I'm done.
All right, so everyone, just so everyone knows as well, Montero is a Circle of the Moon Druid, so they can. That's a bonus action. Normally, it takes a druid a full action to transform, but because they're more in tune with like the moon and shape changing, they can do that as a bonus action on their turn. All right, Snaps, you are up.
Realizing that he may have made a mistake of standing here with this hook horror, he knows that the hook horror is, a scary creature, but I guess he was just amazed to see it up on the surface. So I would like to use my cunning action as a rogue and attempt to hide right up under this table. Just kind of duck down under the table and hide, if I may.
Do you want to hide from him, or do you want to disengage?
Well, disengage, I guess, would be most effective here. I just want to be out of his line of attack.
Action, yeah, if you want to be use your bonus action to disengage, you can move where you want, and it won't provoke attack of opportunity.
Okay. Yes. That's what I'm going to do.
You'd like to reposition yourself. Keep in mind, of course, your companion Montero is now a tiger that counts as an ally within 5 feet of the creature you're firing at. So your sneak attack will apply still.
All right. Excellent. Well, I'm not trying to move there. I don't know what's going on with the. Hold on. Let me click off and try it again. I'm trying to go back here behind him, and I'm not able to move. Let me try this. Hold on. There we go.
Over there?
Yes.
Like there, or do you want to come back over here more?
Yeah, back a little bit more. Yeah, so I can just hide there, or get ready to hide. Disengage.
5, 10, 15. You can go through your companions. Let's see here. So you can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to right here. Is your normal move?
That looks good. Sure.
All right. And then I assume you're going to fire again?
I am.
All right. You do have advantage as it is fairy fired, so go ahead and roll your attack.
Right.
A 17 will strike true, making it through its tough outer hide. Go ahead and roll your damage with your sneak attack as well.
Ooh. Yes, I forgot to turn it on.
Well, that's okay if you haven't turned it on. You can turn it on, then you can also just go over and click on the damage and it'll roll it for you anyway. And I will remove that damage from the creature.
There we go.
9 total. Not the best roll for sneak attack, a 1 and a 2, but hey, it's extra damage. My motto is every point counts, right? All right, so that was your bonus action, your action, and your movement. It is now Aurora's turn.
And the fairy fire is enticing Aurora to pull her hand crossbow, aim, and fire. And with advantage, that's a 14.
14, it sticks into its tough outer hide, but does not pierce it. Any movement for Aurora?
Yes, Aurora is going to move diagonally. No, just sideways there.
Okay.
All right. And as a bonus action.
That brings. Okay.
As a bonus action, Snaps goes next, right? No, Snaps just went. Stink goes next.
Yes.
All right. Stink, remember the time we shared the study table at Candlekeep and I showed you books on creatures from the deep. Tap into that knowledge now and be inspired to confront the hooked horror. You have a 1d6 of bardic inspiration.
Excellent. And that lasts for 10 minutes until you use it. And Stink, you're up.
Oh boy. I was having a hard time deciding. And you've made up my mind. I am just going to. I'm going to throw down a little Toll the Dead. I take that back. I am going to just blast a firebolt.
A 22 will hit for 10 fire.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yay, cantrips.
Anything else for Stink?
I would have stepped out, firebolted, and I'll step back. So.
Okay, no problem. So the creature is up next. It is going to, of course, swing at the big beast that is attacking it with its hooks twice. I see a 24. 8
that will
piercing.
hit.
Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
That second hook, a 16 for 14 piercing.
That's 22 points of damage total.
And don't worry, everyone that's watching, if Mantaro does fall as the tiger, he'll come back with his normal hit points minus anything that goes over what the tiger's hit points are. So it's kind of using it as a shape change to soak kind of damage in this situation, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, back to the top of round 3. Reginald, you are up.
Okay, I have a actual quick character semantics question.
Uh-huh.
I'm not used to playing Rangers. For the favored foe class ability, the wording says concentration as if you were concentrating on a spell. Is that a different concentration as spellcasting, or does that count as the same thing?
It would count as the same thing, yes.
Okay.
And I believe right now you're concentrating on your fairy fire, correct?
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to check for the sake of I wasn't sure, and it's never hurts to ask.
Oh, yeah. Always, definitely.
So
you can concentrate on it or the spell, yeah.
Okay. That's quite all right. I'm just going to take another swing with the longbow from where I'm at.
All right. Fire away with advantage. 19 will strike true.
For 9.
Are you going to add your swarm damage to that? Or don't you have that yet?
Can I do that on a ranged attack? Yes, it just says once on each of your turns, you can use the swarm to assist whenever you hit a creature with an attack.
There you go. So now you get to see what the little raccoons do.
Well, we are going to have them follow suit of the arrow and start swarming the feet of the hook horror, inflicting 1d6 piercing damage.
Excellent.
For an extra 4.
All right. So 4 extra damage from the creature. Excellent.
Did your swarm of
movement or
raccoons
in
just surge ahead and attack the hook monster? That's amazing.
Absolutely. Tiny little capes in the wind ran right in there.
The one with the
rabbit
hat just
man
pulls
sends
it down over its eyes.
The rabbit man sends
With the
in
hat.
with raccoons. All right.
With the
Anything else
little
for
hat on
Reginald?
it, pulls it.
And this is what Reginald uses their off time out of game for, is finding little hats and capes for the swarm.
All right. Anything else for Reginald, or is that end of turn?
That'll do it for me. I'm holding on to
All
that
right,
fairy
Mantaro.
fire for everybody else.
Okay. Mantaro, back around to you.
I'm going to bite the hooked horror
All right.
for 11 piercing damage.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Snaps. Your companions are whittling this thing down. It looks fairly close to death.
All right. Well, I will definitely, once again, sneak attack it.
All right. Fire away with advantage.
Make sure it's on. Yes. Okay. Crouching behind the chair, trying to be as small as possible, and I fire my bow.
That will hit. Just as it lets out a roar, it opens its massive beak, and your arrow goes directly into its throat. And from your vantage point, you can see it kind of pop out the back of its skull, as it indeed had exactly 7 hit points remaining, and the creature falls to the ground dead.
All right.
Okay,
So you can, of course, drop your fairy fire. That will take everyone out of initiative. So let me go ahead and remove everyone from our initiative order.
And was that a monstrosity or a beast?
That was a
Or-
monstrosity.
Okay, so I
It's
can't
definitely
use it
monstrosity.
for... Yep, I was just checking to see for future use for beast form.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's something else for those new to D&D. When a druid encounters another beast, they can later on, once they get up to a level where they can shape change into something of that creature rating, they can just jot that down in their logs that they've seen one of those, so that they can change into that beast at a future time. But that is indeed a monstrosity, and you look around, and being one of the first times in the Yawning Portal, maybe you might have been here once or twice before, but you've never seen anything come up out of the portal. And all the guests kind of look to you, and a couple of them clap, some of them raise their drinks, and you see a burly man come from behind the bar, walks over to the creature's body, picks it up, and tosses it down into the hole, the mighty well in the middle there. And he claps you, nods to you. He's got a big, huge handlebar mustache, white hair, and nods to you and walks back behind the bar. And Vasil comes out from underneath the table and says, "Oh, wow, indeed, I definitely believe I picked the right group of adventurers. I'm going to return to my room, but good luck on your journey." He heads on upstairs.
Bye, Vasil. See you later.
Later.
Now that we've done this, that we get free drinks at the bar, let's go. I want one of these water-deep sarsaparillas.
And of course, yes, you will get a free drink from the bar. Plus, you have your drink still from Vasil, and you can finish those up, and then start making your way down to the manse. Unless there's anything else you want to do before heading that direction.
I'm good to go. Everybody else?
I'm good to go. I'm good to go. I'm going to stay a tiger because it's fun.
I'm going to ride on you.
That's fine.
Awesome. So if you notice on your Waterdeep map here, let me go ahead and pull your Waterdeep map back over there for you. In the top right corner, you'll see the location of the Delphi Mansion, just outside the city walls. Not too far of a trip. You could probably get there within an hour or so walking.
Yeah.
And as you're making your way there, 1 second. It's a fairly nice day out today. The sun is shining bright, and a ray of sunshine shines down on a tree stump by the side of the road. And the oddest thing happens. The disembodied head of a human woman appears above the stump.
That is odd. You don't normally see that behavior in stumps.
Hey.
There's the handout for you.
Oh. Hey.
Or disembodied heads.
She looks like the key.
She does?
She says, my name is Elra Lionheart. says the head. My companions and I died trying to retrieve the Celestial Codex. Heed my words, lest you all fall prey to the dangers of the mansion. Markos is using the book to conjure an otherworldly being not meant to exist in this world. Meanwhile, his purple-robed cultists busy themselves with eldritch experiments. Beware creatures that look like puddles of eyes and mouths. Beware the thing that has hooks for hands. Beware of the mansion itself, for it transforms weirdly. Most of all, stop Marcus before it's too late. My companions and I had a camp on a bluff just south of the mansion. If you go there first, you'll find a backpack containing a map of the mansion and some notes that we acquired from a dubious source. These might help you plan your approach. Best of luck.
It's really
Thanks.
convenient.
Thanks, head Trump lady.
And she kind of nods
Lionheart?
in the air, and she looks in the direction that you're heading, kind of towards that area where it's just south of the manse.
I tell her thanks for the heads up.
Ho-ho!
Dum dum dum.
And she kind of looks at you very, very oddly, like, Oh. And then she kind of gives you a little bit of a chuckle.
All right.
So would you follow her directions?
Yes.
Yes.
Gathering
Everyone
extra
give me a
information
perception
could
check.
be useful.
Yeah. Everyone go ahead and give me a perception check, if you would, please.
Okay.
Nice.
Is this based on smell or what?
Sight.
Sight?
Yes, sight. Okay, so Montero as the tiger, and Stinkfoot and Gimbal and Aurora are kind of starting to watch. Reginald, of course, being the ranger, starting to look more ahead a little bit, perhaps maybe scouting, so it doesn't necessarily notice it. But you happen to glance back over your shoulder, and you see the disembodied head following you.
Whoa, guys, that's weird. Check it out. I don't know.
And as you kind of stop to look around, she kind of comes up and just stops.
She's just heading up
What
the
are we
rear.
waiting
She's heading up.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Good one. Good one. Small stink. All right.
So I guess we press on.
Up the hill.
Okay. So she is indeed seems to be accompanying you as well, and they had a small bluff that was kind of an obstructed view of the south wall of the Delphi mansion, and you can locate the camp fairly easily. Searching through, you do indeed find the backpack that Elra had mentioned, and inside it does contain a rolled up map of Delphi mansion. So everyone should be able to see this following handout.
Yes.
She does have some notes written here and there that you're also able to find. Scrap of paper with notes written on them in common. Obviously, her companions and notes her party must have got somewhere.
Is her head still with us?
Yeah.
Aurora turns to her head and says, Elra, you said that source of this map, would you say it was a dubious source? Could you explain?
We got the map and notes from one of the cultists we caught leaving the mansion. And she her head kind of looks down a little bit, like she's almost a little ashamed.
It's okay. Did you, I understand. Do you feel that the cultists gave you accurate information, or do you suspect that maybe, or when
I
you
don't really
used
know
the
what
map?
happened. All I know is I'm dead. And she kind of looks down where she doesn't have a body and looks back up. I don't remember much.
I agree. She's dead. She There's all the signs of being dead.
But yes, you do, where the bluff where you are, you do have an obstructed view of the south entrance of the mansion itself. You can definitely head around to that area as you're looking at the south side of it. That wall, you do see the entrance to the mansion on that side.
Which way should we go, guys?
And
Snaps.
if you give me 1 second here, I
Yes.
will go ahead and copy your tokens over to the map page for the mansion. That way everyone will be able to see, get an idea of being outside. Again, my apologies, it is taking a little longer for the game to load my pages as we're on the laptop now instead of the other computer.
And
now,
it's
give me
been
a
about
moment.
an hour, so the tiger form goes away.
Okay.
Snaps, you've
Yes.
fought an organized battle. My recollection from reading is that one should explore buildings from the top down. Is that your experience?
That's my.
If available, yes. Often top down is really good. In my line of work, I like to do a little second story work, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's my experience too. But then I can easily get up there. Most people can't.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Most of the time, well, especially in like a battle, I guess things get really chaotic, especially on the ground level. But up in the battlements on the tower, you can see everything, or at least get a better view, and then work your way down. So, yeah, I like that idea. Perhaps we should pursue that.
Yeah, looks like there's
Let me bring
several
everyone
windows
over
on the
to your
third
map.
floor.
Mm.
Give me a second here to load in.
All right.
Got your characters on the map. Should find yourselves down here. Paint.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't really see any activity outside. You don't really hear much of anything going on inside either.
Right. On this front part of the mansion, near the top floor, how many windows are up on there on the top floor?
You can see that there are 3 floors. There appear to be a number of windows on the 3rd floor. 1, 2, 3. From just going around the outside of the house, you can see 3 on the east side. You can see 3 on the south side, 2 on the west side, and 1 on the north side.
You want me to fly up and take a look, guys? See if there's any empty rooms or anything that we can use to enter?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and fly up to the 3rd floor and start looking in the windows to see if I can find an empty room.
Okay, give me 1 second here, Montero, and I will move your token over down a little bit to where you can see the windows of the 3rd floor.
Sure.
There we go. So you should be down here now.
Yep. See anything.
Actually, if you want, you can move down around to the south because that is where right above where your companions were.
Okay. Not getting any. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I'll look in this room. There's a big elevator in there. Or a door in there. That's the same room. And that one has a ghosty thing in it. Hey, go back over here.
There does seem to be some sort of figure in there, seeming to
And
phase in and out.
yep, in the other room. What about the room I'm in front of now? That look like it's empty. This looks like it has a.
From what you can see, it does look perhaps empty.
Okay. Is the window locked or?
All of the windows are locked.
Okay. I will try to shimmy the lock open with my thieves picks. Like
You can attempt to do so.
okay. 16.
Unfortunately, there's got to be magic at work because
Okay.
the types of locks that these windows have definitely look as if they could be picked. However, even with your skills, you know that you should have been able to pick it. So there must be some sort of magic involved in the windows
Okay.
being locked.
I'll fly
Well-
back down to the guys and let them know about that.
Okay.
And say I can try to break the window silently and we can climb up, but there does appear to be several occupied rooms up here.
Just out of curiosity, while Montaro was searching through the windows, is there any other pertinent information from the notes we found of the previous party other than the map?
Here's also a handout of the notes themselves as well that are so that we don't have to continually open up the map to find those notes.
Oh. Just in case
That way
they
you can
found
open
something
up even-
interesting.
Yeah.
I think I might have the answer to that for you.
I should have told you guys.
It seems they discovered a keyword for the windows. The previous party who came.
Ah,
Well, how
I
convenient.
may be butchering the pronunciation, but it looks like Kroklumar is a word that
And
would open
as you
the
say
windows.
that right there, Reginald, this
Mm-hmm.
window beside Stink opens up.
Whoa, look at that. Oklmar.
And the one window right beside Mantero and Snaps clicks open.
Wow. Thieves' tools. Wow. Oklmar.
And this one locks.
Oh. Well.
So if you want, you can head up, find a way to get all of you up to higher levels, or you can go through the front door right here in front of you.
Let's start on the first floor and work our way around, up or down.
If you want, Mantero, you can definitely inform your companions of the creature that you saw was very similar to the creature you fought
Yep.
in the yawning portal.
yep. There was
that would seem to be a some sort of ritualized circle underneath it.
there was in the room next. So yeah, I'll tell them that there was another hooked horror up there that was in a summoning circle, and then the room next to it there was a spectral creature that was phasing in and out of our plane. So we might want to work our way up there rather than getting caught there and then
Okay.
having that. So we might find some other things on the first floor that we might need.
So looking at the cursory examination of the front door, Reginald and Aurora, since you're right there, it doesn't appear to be locked. Who would like to head through first?
I guess Either Montero or myself. Maybe Montero can fly in, or I can just sneak in quietly.
If you all want to kind of be stealthy, we can all make a group stealth check before heading in.
Sure, why don't we do that?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone give me a stealth check. So we have an 18, a 20, a 20, an 11, and a 12. That is a very successful group stealth check. So we're going to go with Montero's 18 as the DC. Anything with a passive perception of 18 or higher has a chance to notice you as you're stealthing through, unless, of course, you do something like make a loud noise or cast any spells or any combat begins, something like that.
So if there's
the
a
cool
big
thing
gong
also,
there, don't hit it.
Exactly. The new thing, too, that they've added to Rule 20 is all of you should be able to see the little door icons in front of you.
Yep.
All you have to do now is click on those for the dynamic lighting to open the doors for you.
Neat.
So whoever would like to go in
Fantastic.
first, go ahead and click on the door. There you go. The door is open. And you can
And I'll be
enter in.
flying. I'll be flying about 20 feet or 10 feet in the air.
Okay, which is about halfway up as you enter into the mansion itself. As you can see that the ceilings in this front room, this first room you enter in, are about 20 foot high. Of course, this 3-story mansion kind of stands alone in this clearing. The walls of the mansion itself are alabaster walls, and the area around the mansion as you're entering in does seem unnaturally quiet. You do notice as you enter into this room that there are candles all mounted here and there on candelabras and everything. They all seem to be flickering with a slight greenish yellow flame. Anyone have Arcana? Please give me an Arcana check. Yes, Aurora. You believe that those are probably all these candles are lit by continual flame spells. And as you enter into this room itself, it seems some sort of foyer. Sickly sweet scent kind of hangs in the air of this dusty foyer. 2 staircases rise from the hardwood floor to a balcony, and a glass chandelier hangs above the center of the room. Below the chandelier, the pelt of an owlbear has been made into a fine rug, its head staring at the entrance.
Well, that's quite the rug there.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could fit in
So
the
in
mouth.
actuality, the ceiling of this room here that you're in actually right now, Montero, my apologies, because it is open above to the next level up, is about 40 feet above you.
Okay, cool. And those stairs go up to a balcony on the second floor, I was assuming?
Yes. And you do see all of these doors leading from this room.
I step over to the room to the right, and I listen at that door.
Okay. Oh, and real quickly, I can do this for you, Montero, since you are flying. I'm just going to go ahead and do this real quick. That is, since you're going to fly up, over here is where you'll see your token. I'll move it back here in a moment. As soon as Roll 20 catches up to me. My apologies. You can see the area where those stairs go up. You can just kind of fly up a little bit, like near the chandelier. And you can see that there's 4 more doors around the balcony up here over the foyer.
Okay, I'll let the group know that there's a balcony that goes around the room.
All right, I'm listening to that door, and I kind of look at everyone else, and I just put my finger to my lips and ask them, be quiet as I listen to the door, trying to hear if there are any movement.
Yeah,
any movement at all? Oh.
No, nothing. Nothing snaps. Looks like you're
Snaps.
getting Reginald's rolls from last week.
Thanks, Reginald. All right.
I'm
But it's
busy
unlocked.
telling the swarm to shush as you listen to the door.
So
but it is
I
unlocked.
creep back. Okay, I creep back over and I say, "All right, guys." And I look up, say, I wave at Montero.
I wave back.
I want to go. Do you want to go to the right and start work our way around, like kind of go
Sure.
counterclockwise, or should we go the other way? Which way do you guys want to go?
I'll give you a thumbs up.
All right. I just
Snaps.
pointing at this
They-
door. Yes.
They,
Should we go upstairs?
We could. We had the note that said that things were happening upstairs. He does rituals upstairs or whatever was going on upstairs. But
yes, the third floor is where
Part
they
of my
perform
thinking.
rituals.
Well, that also seems to be where Markos hangs out, and to the extent that Markos is still like fully functioning, then we can maybe give him the letter from Vasil and convince him to return the book. That might be a slim probability, but I'd like to go find him if we can.
I have
Certainly
no
worth
reason
a
to.
try.
No reason to stay on this floor except looking around.
And there might be
And it is
there
fairly
might be something we
close.
can find.
It is. Yeah, it is fairly close to 8:30. So let's go ahead and take our mid-game break. And when we come back, we'll decide which way the party's going to go, and we'll follow them through the rest of the adventure for part one tonight. So we're going to take a small little break for intermission. If you're watching, and of course the players, feel free to use the restroom, grab some snacks, refresh your beverages, and we'll come back shortly after the intermission is over, and we'll talk to everyone soon. Please stick around, okay? All right, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking around after the break. Our companions are now deciding whether they're going to go left or right. Are they going to go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well,
I
if you're-
think that I don't know.
If you're
So,
worried
what?
about opening the door, they can. And I'll gesture down to the raccoons skittering about my feet.
Oh, interesting.
It's always mage hand.
Yep.
Which way would you like to go? Right or left?
Evens left, odds right. We're going
There
right.
you go. That's the chaos that we're looking for, right?
That's it.
I'm gonna send mage hand over to this door. Give it a go.
All right, sorry. Give me 1 second here. For some reason, my Roll20 page started reloading.
That's always fun.
Yeah, again, apologies to our viewers. I am working from a laptop this evening as I'm waiting for a power supply for my other computer to come in.
Look at that cute little mage hand icon. Nice. All right,
I
Snaps,
wonder if
it's
I'm
open.
gonna. Go ahead.
I was just saying, all right, Snaps, mage hand, the door's open.
Oh, yeah, so you can open the door you should be able to open the door yourself, yeah.
Okay. I look down through the door.
Well, you should, if you're going to the, are you going to the right?
Yes.
Yes, you see a hallway.
Okay. Do I see anything? I would like to look for traps or anything along the floor. Anything unusual? It's a
Sure.
hallway, but
You can give me an investigation check.
okay.
You do not see any traps in the area.
Okay. I will stealthily start
Okay.
heading
Yeah,
down
you're
the
still working off the you're working off of the 18 stealth from
Okay.
earlier.
group
Right
stealth.
now,
Cool.
You haven't really done anything, to make any noise or create any noise or anything.
All right. Let's go. Montero, let's do it. And go down the hall.
Mhm.
I stop at the corner and peek around the corner.
All right. And as you get up there, this L-shaped hall is lined with large paintings of members of House Delphi. The ones that feature knights in silver suits of armor have their faces scratched off.
Ones that have armor have their faces scratched off. How odd.
Yes.
Wonder what this means. Something is afoot.
Either they're disgraced or dead.
Hmm. I will creep ahead just a little bit more, and then I will listen.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a perception check as you get up there. Starting to look what looks to be perhaps maybe a dining room up ahead.
Okay. Do I hear anything?
No, you don't. But as you get up there, you see chairs and candelabras accompany a large dining room table. The heads of several deer are mounted on the walls.
Mm.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Uh-huh.
I'll step around and look for anything interesting. Any more paintings with faces scratched off?
No. However, Mantaro, as you enter into the area, kind of floating up,
Uh-huh.
you see that a wooden plaque mounted to the wall. There is one of the deer heads, and it turns to bite you.
Ew.
So give me 1 second. I'm getting a bunch of lag from my Roll20, and my apologies for that. And it is going to make a swipe at you.
AC 16.
It hits an AC of 25. Oh my goodness, it crits.
Did I say 16? I meant 26.
For 17 piercing and 10 acid.
That's me unconscious.
Oh no.
Montero drops to the ground just as you're surprised, companions, as a familiar creature that you fought in the basement of the museum is here in front of you as it sleeks down off the wall into its pseudopod form. It's initiative.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Montero definitely rolled me an initiative as well.
Yeah.
Something you would have known about your companions is that Reginald, Snaps, and Stinkfoot all have the magical initiative feat that's very does healing and such for them.
Yeah.
We got a bard. Now we're good.
Oh, you have a druid too. But unfortunately, the druid's the one that's unconscious.
Much room.
All right, did not go through for the mimic yet. My apologies. I'll get that in there as soon as I can. Initiative.
Suggested in chat. I'm drawing faces on all the scratched out portraits while he's getting eaten.
You know, that mimic just made a yummy sound.
I don't have a problem with you drawing. I find it's funny that you're drawing pictures on it one day.
Reginald, you are up first.
Well, shit.
Shoot. You okay?
I think he muted his mic because he was coughing.
Yeah.
We will come right back to Reginald. Let's go ahead and have a
Water went down the wrong pipe. Sorry about that.
No worries. Take your time to get yourself settled. We'll have Aurora go. We'll have Aurora go and come right back to Reginald.
Okay.
All right. The first thing I do, Aurora starts to enchant a healing song, a healing word that brings Montero back to the earliest days of being a fairy in the Feywild, and that nurture and that sense of vibrance and life. And she casts healing word. Let me just get my character sheet up so I can do that again. One moment. And that will be my first action. So that is 7 hit points of healing for Montero. With my bonus action. And then with my main action, I can only use a cantrip. And with that cantrip, I will, with a acerbic bite to my wit, tell the mimic that it made the most poor imitation of a deer and an even worse imitation of its own monstrous nature. And so...
Okay, before you cast any other spells, hold on real quick. After you cast the healing word, I need for you to do me a favor and give me a die 4, please.
4.
All right. As you cast the healing word, an animated shadow of you appear somewhere here in the room. And here's the effect.
I point at the shadow and yell, "It's alive!"
Here's the effect. I'll drop it into the Roll20 chat for you. Oops. It is not copying and pasting the proper stuff. And Roll20 definitely does not like this laptop.
Well, before that adversity unfolds for us, I hope people like the healing word.
Oh yes, that was a good healing word.
It was. I approve.
Roll high.
So
See
there's
Montero.
the text of what's happening and the mechanics of it in the Roll20 chat.
So an animated shadow of the
Let's
creature.
read it out loud. Feel free to read it out loud.
An animated shadow of the creature that caused the surge. I mean, the guess surge is like the surge of magic use. Appears in the space, in its space while it is in the room, until the creature leaves the room. Immediately after, it makes an ability check and attack roll or casts a spell on its turn, the shadow makes a melee spell attack +4 to hit against a random creature within 5 feet of it, dealing 5 necrotic damage on a hit. So, Mitch, does this shadow version of Aurora appear in Aurora's space? Is it like...
It says it in a random space, I believe, here in the room.
Okay.
Oh, it appears in its space. So it is in your space currently right now, Aurora.
Whoa.
But go ahead with your next spell that you were going to cast.
Yes. Well, I think this would have... So, yeah, so I gave a very insulting, vicious mockery to the Mimic. So it has to do with DC 13 Wisdom save. Otherwise, 4 psychic damage plus disadvantage on its next attack.
Attempting its Wisdom save.
Ooh. Oh, that was an attack.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. My apologies. It does make it save.
Okay. All right. So I've now... So my healing word manifested the shadow of me. Now
Give me another die 4. Go ahead and give me another die 4 as well. 2. Okay, so we'll deal with the 2 in a moment. So you did cast the spell, so it is going to take a attack against a random creature within 5 feet of it. So it would be either Stink, Montero, Snaps, or Aurora. So we're just going to start with go across the bottom here. So Stinkfoot, Snaps, Montero, Aurora for a die 4. And it is going to go after Montero.
Mm-hmm. It has advantage because I'm prone.
Yep. No, because this is it's arranged, so they have a disadvantage actually.
Oh, it's a ranged attack. Okay, that was the
spell.
attack.
It's a ranged spell attack. So I guess it is a melee spell attack. So apologies. So it's a +4 to hit.
I'll hit.
For 22, which will do 5 points of damage, necrotic.
Yeah, I just
Still alive.
After you cast the other spell, you see the shadow disappear, and the doors and windows in the room grow biting teeth. So the door here to the north, and then the window behind Aurora and the window behind Reginald grow biting teeth.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and get rid of the shadow. And now back around any movement for Aurora.
There's an adversary right next to me, right?
No, the shadow disappeared. That surge, as you cast your next spell, that surge is replaced by the windows and such that are biting.
Oh, but can I move from the window without an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
so,
you can move through the window. If you go through or move away from the window. If you go through the window, that would start affecting the effect.
Okay, I'm going to move there. I'm going to go to this corner. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Bonus action, move. Done.
All right. Now back to Reginald.
Now that I can breathe. Okay.
You can breathe, yes.
So spells are bad. I don't know that yet because technically I went first. But I'm going to kind of swing my head around the corner into the room and loose an arrow, because I remember it took my sword last time. And loose an arrow into the creature. Does a 21 hit?
Well, you'll have to actually move into the room.
Yes.
Because I don't believe you have line of sight of the creature. There you go. And a 21 will indeed hit.
So that'll be 8 damage.
Okay. And
And
your raccoons?
utilizing the raccoons, I'm going to attempt to shove the mimic 15 feet into that corner to get it away from my nearly dying ally.
Okay.
So it needs to
Okay.
make a DC 13 strength save.
It will attempt that strength save.
As the
It will fail that
raccoons
strength
pile up in front of it and just start shoving it across the floor.
And it's 15 feet or up to 15 feet.
Up to 15 feet.
Okay.
Bludgeoning damage.
It is now in the corner. So anything else for Reginald?
I'm just gonna get up onto the table. And I think that's all I got for right now.
All right. Down to Snaps.
Okay. I would like to use my fast hands and quickly take out my healing potion that I have,
Okay.
and I will stick it in Montero's face.
All right. Go ahead and
Hopefully
roll
he
your
will.
2d4 plus 2 for the healing potion.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Let me try that a different way. 2d4, and then
I'll put the slash before the R. There you go.
yeah. I just typed it quickly. Okay, cool.
So 6.
So plus 2.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
6.
so 6 points.
Yes.
So fast hands. Give him the potion, and I'm going to use my springy shoes and jump up, over, and onto the other side of the table.
Okay.
Landing there, I will fire my bow.
All right. Fire away.
Sneak attack's not on. Okay, good.
A 13
Okay.
will strike true.
All right. Nine piercing.
9 piercing. Got it.
And that will be all I can do for right now.
All right. Next up is the creature itself. It is kind of not sure where to go, but the closer creature to it, let's roll a die 2. Also die 4. 1, 2 Aurora, 3, 4 Snaps. Snaps is going to move in your direction since you just hit it last. It's going to, the blob, amorphous pseudopod blob is going to kind of come up over here and take a swing at you. With 7, it will miss.
Right.
Next up after the creature is Stink.
Being an arcane user, can I tell that the use of magic by Aurora caused the shadow, or do I need to actually cast a spell first to figure out?
What's your passive arcana? What's your passive arcana?
I have no
It's like
idea.
a 10 plus your arcana score. Which, so like if you look at your arcana skill, what's it? The bonus beside that?
Plus 6.
So your passive is a 16 then. So yes,
Okay.
you can definitely tell the casting of the spell is what caused the surge of whatever it was.
All right. This will be crud. Why didn't I take a +1 dagger? I know what I'm doing after this adventure. 5, 10, 15. Why not? The wizard's going to tank. And we're going to introduce it to our quarterstaff.
All right. A 10 will miss.
Yep. Alrighty. That
Look at
will
the
be it.
wizard becoming a tank. Nice. Montero,
Really?
you are up.
Okay. I will use half my movement to not be prone. Seems like a good thing to do.
Okay.
Then I will, despite knowing that the surge happened, or maybe not, I will cast healing. Healing word on myself. I hit
Okay.
once, but cast healing word on myself. I don't know if this is going to include it, but the moon sickle gives me a plus D4 to the healing, so I don't know if it's actually
Okay.
included in the thing.
Since we put it on your character, it should, but we'll see if it does or not.
Nope,
It
it just
doesn't look like it did.
no.
So go ahead and add that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So for another 2, so that's 8 total, puts me at 16. And then the
And then
D.
roll me another die.
Yep, the D4 for the surge is a 1.
The air here, as you can see that the teeth on the doors and windows disappear, but the air here becomes heavy and malleable. The space in the room becomes difficult terrain. However, everyone has a flying speed equal to their walking speed. So you
Whoa.
move
that-
at half speed, but everyone can fly now while you're in the room.
Oh,
I can fly anyway.
And you can fly anyway, yes. That was your bonus
Okay.
action. What would you like to do for your regular action?
For my real action, I will cast opening hands. Reduce flame on it.
All right.
My
That
3
will
will
hit.
hit. And we'll 7 fire. And that's my turn.
All right. Go ahead and give me another die 4, please.
Mm-hmm. And the teeth are back.
And the teeth are back, yes.
and we can no
Yeah,
longer
that's
fly.
Well,
Correct. You can no longer
you can't fly. I can.
Well, if you want to activate them, you can fly, but yes. So, Reginald, you're up.
I'm just gonna kind of lean around Stink and try and sink another arrow into this thing.
Okay.
Go right over me.
Yep. Yeah. 15.
15 will indeed hit.
Okay. For 4,
There's those ones.
and I will utilize the swarm to just start gnawing at the mimic for a additional D6.
All right.
And I don't know if they're smart enough to realize all the magic is causing problems, but I think that's all they got for this round.
Okay. Aurora.
Well, all right. Well, I'm in melee, and I can actually do something. So, Aurora's going to thrust her rapier,
Okay.
and I imagine an 11 is going to miss.
Correct.
Yes. Sad. I'm not crazy about being next to the mimic. So with my bonus action, I'm going to face step. And I will face step. Now, I'm going to face up. Mitch, I'm in a summer season as an Eladrin.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fire damage takes place after I face step, right? Where I end up, not where I originate? Or does it happen where I originate?
One moment, please. One moment, please. Go ahead and repeat that, please, again.
So, when I face step, as a summer Eladrin, I can cause fire damage. And just in looking for clarification, does the fire damage happen when I leave or when I land?
Clarification would actually, the clarification should be in your ability.
Yeah.
It should tell you there.
Yeah. Let me
So if you want, you can pop it up.
Yep. Hold on, thank you. I have another device that has my. Okay, it's immediately after I use Face Step. Each creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of you takes the damage. Okay, I'm using this more for the defensive aspect of this.
Getting away than doing the damage.
Yes, so I'm going to that spot.
Sure.
So thank you for bearing with me.
Yeah, no problem.
But I just
so
want
if there were other creatures around you, you could have them, but you don't have to choose anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so
All right.
snaps. Up to you.
Okay.
Give him sneak.
I will, since my buddy's next to him, I will just kind of, hopefully he doesn't pay attention too much, kind of circle around, still not getting out of range, and I will attempt to attack him with my short sword.
Okay.
Sneak attack, since he's
Think is right
distracted by friend.
Oh, that was your short bow.
Sorry. The wrong button. Wrong button. Sorry. Need to put the macro down there. Short sword, sorry. Here we go.
14 will hit.
Ooh, okay. 14.
Nice. 13 damage with your sneak.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Snaps? That was your move, a little bit of movement, and your main action. Any bonus action?
I will. No, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to stay there with him.
Okay. It's bad guy's turn. 1-2 is going to be at Snaps. 3-4 is going to go after Stink. And a 2 is going to be at Snaps. So it is going to attempt to pseudopod Snaps. Missing with a 10. Ooh.
Yes.
Rolling like I was last week. That's good. Stink, you're up.
I am going to, not trying to provoke any shadows, just for Zard, I will swing the quarterstaff, but I will use the whole staff, not just the quarter of it.
Oh, amazing.
Wham.
Come up with
Any bonus actions or movement?
Nope.
All right, Mantaro, back around to you.
Oh, I don't want to use that again right now. But I kind of... So, I'm going to just cast Produce Flame on it again.
Okay.
And hit it for another 8. And
All right.
3 for the Surge.
All right.
Ooh. We now know what all 4 of them will do.
Great.
Nothing seems to be seems to affect you.
Okay. And that's my
Anything
turn.
else? All
Nope.
right. Reginald, you are up.
I feel like nothing seems to affect you is more ominous than things actually happening.
Well,
Holy traps.
That's a possibility.
Yes.
well, do the teeth on the doors and windows disappear?
Yes, they did disappear.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing. I'm gonna take a step down off the table over here
Oh,
and try and lob another round into the
Okay, the
mimic.
first thing that you notice as you go to step down on the ground, you kind of twist your ankle. Nothing to hurt you or anything of that nature, but the ground seemed, when you went to step off of the table, seemed to be a lot farther away than what it actually was, and you kind of hit the floor a little bit early, and you give a little twist to your ankle.
Weird.
A 3 is drunk goggles. Oh boy. Yeah. We're gonna shoot around.
Looking
at it.
around, as you look around, you're able to adjust a little bit, and you notice that many of the objects and creatures in the area seem to be a short distance from their actual locations, which also gives you disadvantage for your attack rolls while you're in this room.
Okay.
However, with a 21 and 23, your 21 with disadvantage will still strike true on the creature.
For a total of 5, and then the raccoons.
All right.
For another 2.
And that will slay the mimic.
The raccoons!
Yes. Yes. Raccoons.
Taking you out of
done it.
combat. Putting us back to round 1. All right, so looking about the room, as I mentioned before, it is a dining room, of course. With no all of the rest of the deer heads are actually mounted heads of the deer. There are no more mimics in this room. But now that the mimic is gone, someone give me a perception check.
Oh, I was just
I'll
about
do
to ask about one of those.
Someone?
I'll do it.
Anyone?
No.
Oh,
I
sorry.
Oh,
probably-
no, wait. We don't have to have one. But no, that's good. Go ahead and roll one.
Okay.
I just realized that Montero has a passive perception of 15 and right by
nice.
the location.
Nice.
And you said there was a plaque on the wall up by the deer heads? What did the plaque say?
No, that was it was plaque that the mimic was mounted to, looking like a deer head.
Oh, okay.
But Stink, you do, or I'm sorry, Montero, you do see a secret door.
Hey, there's a door here.
Oh.
I didn't mean to open it. There's a door here.
Oh. How convenient. Shall we open it?
Can I take this moment to give a solid listen to see if that short scuffle may have drawn some attention?
You can go ahead and make a perception check if you wish.
Sure. Just out of curiosity to see, like, apparently there's cultists.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anything else throughout the at least this floor of the mansion. You don't seem to have drawn any attention.
Yeah. Also, I'm seeing 2 stinks in the room. Is that correct, or is one just a glitch?
The shadows
Actually,
stink.
I cast duplicity. You didn't hear me say it.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Mitch.
Gotcha.
I'll look at the door that Montero had found, and I'll check it for traps.
Sure. It doesn't appear to be trapped, but it does indeed seem that the wooden plaque itself, it doesn't have anything on it, but you do notice that there's scratches around the plaque on the wall, suggesting that it can be rotated in either direction.
Oh.
I will rotate the plaque then.
Okay. And you can rotate it, and the door does open, so let me go ahead. Oops. Someone go ahead and open the door there.
Okay. Fly in.
As you enter into the room, looking about, the door, so the room itself is a dusty room with several shelves. Lining the shelves are jars, most of which contain harmless liquids. But you do see that there are a couple of specimen jars, about 6 of them, that contain these really odd, small-looking creatures. Let me see if I can give you a handout of what they look like. Again, sorry, my apologies. The Roll20 is a little slow on this laptop. Again, we'll see if we can figure out something with the bandwidth here before our next.
Are they live specimens or pickled specimens?
Live specimens.
What type of knowledge check could we run on them, Mitch?
Nothing at the moment because something immediately happens as Montero enters that area. A couple of things skitter out from the corners as Montero enters into the room. Let me find them here and bring them over to the proper layer. I'm going to have to move back over because I need for whoever's standing right in the top right corner to please move their character back to the door and not on the shelf.
That'd be Snaps.
Is it Snaps? Yes, Snaps. Yeah, there we go. Thank you very much. Each one of them knock off one of the specimen jars. My goodness, this is really, really slow. My apologies, everyone. Goodness. It might be having a little bit of lag switching layers. So it is initiative, yes. As you see these crawling claws kind of skitter out from the corner, they knock over 2 of these specimen jars. And the first to act is Stink, reacting to the jars as they break.
All right, how much can I tell from out here?
You definitely have to go inside if you wanted to affect what's going on inside. You just heard Montero and Aurora and Snaps kind of become very alert, and you hear the crashing of some glass jars on the inside of the room from what you can hear.
All right. I look at Reginald. I say, Sir Reginald, it might be dangerous. You go first. And then I hop down, gooch into here, and what do I see? What do I notice? 5, 10, 15, 20. Plenty of movement.
You see odd-looking tadpole creature right here that's kind of the glass jar that it was in has been broken, and you see what appears to be some sort of undead hand in that corner right beside you.
Okay. We'll start off with this. I'll just throw a firebolt in the corner at that undead hand.
Nice.
Oh.
That will indeed kill the claw. Roll me a die 4, please.
No, I'm not in that other room.
It's probably the entire house.
Sorry, my initiative is stuck over my dice. D4.
The air becomes very heavy and malleable. The room is difficult terrain, and everyone has a fly speed equal to your movement speed while in this room. Reginald, the doors and everything are back to normal out here, but where you're at. Any more movement, Stink?
That will be it.
All right.
Is the
Montero.
air heavy by me as well?
No.
Okay.
No, it is not.
So I will fly over to here, and I will attack the thing with my sickle.
Okay.
And miss. Probably.
That will
More than
indeed
likely.
miss. Any
And
bonus actions?
No, I'll let people fly.
Okay.
Decent enough hit points
You
right
do
now.
notice a jar at your feet, Montero,
Uh-huh.
kind of standing by that shelf with one of these creatures in it as well.
Okay. But there's no creeping hand or anything?
No, the only creeping hand that you see is still over here in the corner by Aurora.
Okay.
Reginald, you are up.
I'll tell them that there's more tadpole jars here, but so kill the hand.
Wait,
Sure, you can definitely do that.
hey Mitch, I think you skipped Aurora.
Did we skip Aurora? My apologies. Sorry, everything's jumping back and forth. Yes, Aurora's up, not Reginald. My apologies. Aurora.
All right. Aurora's not happy about being face to face with these things. If I disengage, I can move out of the room freely, right?
Correct.
All right. Because I can't use my ranged weapon on these things in melee.
Yeah, you just attack with disadvantage.
Yeah. You know what? I have my rapier out. I'm going to. I don't want to waste an action that could help the party. I'm going to strike at the tadpole.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said about the hands and the other tadpole jars?
Oh, no.
Yes, your companion did say the hands are knocking. There's more jars. The hands are knocking them off. Take the hands out, is what Montero had said.
Montero, sorry I did not hear that in the
No, that's
panic
fine.
of Aurora's mind.
No,
Unfortunately, no matter what you did,
Oh.
the 7 on a rapier attack's not going to get us anywhere.
Correct.
Unfortunately. All right. And I can't really move without provoking opportunity at this point, so I'm going to stay. Although, Mitch, am I able to do an Arcana check to understand properties of these tadpoles?
Unfortunately, since we are playing Adventurers League rules, that would be an action for you to take. Would be
Okay, understood.
Make an Arcana. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Now it's over to Reginald. Let's go ahead.
Good.
Okay. Reginald, back to you.
Well, I can't really see into the room, but I heard the mention of the hand, so I'll come to the doorway. Can I see this hand in here on the corner?
You'd actually have to come into step into this area over here,
Okay.
unless your vision allows you to sight on the hand.
I don't
There
think
you
I
go.
have anything fancy with my vision.
Okay. So yeah, you can see the hand.
Okay. Well, I can't get in with my short sword, so I'm just gonna try and shoot it.
Well, that will indeed hit.
For 4.
And that will kill it.
Okay. And I think that's really about
All right.
all I
Snaps,
can
you're
do.
up. All right, Snaps, you're up.
I will attack the tadpole thing
All right.
with my short sword.
Swing away.
Ooh.
Double ones. That will definitely critically miss.
Critically
critically
missing.
We are playing Adventurers League, so there's no home rules for natural ones or anything of that nature. Any movement or bonus action?
Yeah, I'm going to. That thing is scary. Snaps just says, he gets creeped out by this, and he disengages.
Okay.
Steps out of the room.
All right.
Gets
The
creeped out.
tadpoles are up. One's going to attack Aurora. with spite. AC of 21 for 3 piercing.
Yep.
And then the other one is over here is going to either 1-2, it will attack Stink. A 3-4, it will attack Montero. I can see when the rolls are coming through slow. So against Montero, AC of 23 for 6 piercing.
Ow.
My goodness. And that is the little tadpole's turn. Back around to the top of the round for Stink.
I'm going to take my quarterstaff and try to smash this tadpole.
Okay.
The whole staff, not just the quarter, of course. Nope.
All right. Anything else for Stink?
No.
Okay.
Montero.
We're doing great, guys. I'm going to I'll give it one more shot. I'll attack the thing that's next to me.
Yeah.
Or not.
I mean, if you have a feeling if you hit it with your sickle, which my goodness, all the bad rolls from last week are coming into play too. All right, so Montero
it's not
swings
just
again widely.
me anymore.
Perhaps not used just the fact that you're used to being in a wild shape and using combat in that manner. Perhaps maybe you're not really as firm with your weapons as normal. So that brings us to Aurora.
Aurora's quite irritated about being bitten by this tadpole that doesn't seem to be a tadpole. And oh my goodness. I cannot believe our bad luck
They can all
rolling.
see the rolls on your screen, right, Otter?
Oh yeah.
Wow, we've had so many critical misses. Wow.
No doubt. Yes, don't forget there is a
Good
macro
idea.
for you to throw out your dice and change them if you wish.
And remember, everybody, we started the evening with a point of inspiration. Whenever you so feel, choose to use it.
That is true. So back around to Reginald.
I'm within melee of this tadpole, so I'm just going to take my short sword and try and stab it.
Okay.
16
That will indeed hit. Yes.
for 4.
Nice.
Is it still
The
alive?
raccoons. It is still alive.
Go forth, my swarm.
All right. It is still alive. Anything else for Reginald?
I think that's gonna do it for right now.
All right. Snaps.
I was thinking of shutting the door, but everybody's still in there, so I can't shut the door and feel good about it, even though I want to shut the door. So I step back inside, and I stab the tadpole thing, or try to, again with a new dice roll. So yeah,
Okay.
creep back in there, and hopefully the little slimy thing doesn't notice, and stabby stab.
Ooh.
Go hit. It's barely standing.
Okay. Yeah,
Any
so
bonus action?
yeah, well, I don't fast hands is I don't attack with that. No. Okay. Can I just do regular offhand attack with my dagger?
You can pull out a dagger, yeah. You can pull out your dagger.
Yeah.
You'll have to drop your
Pull
short
out a
bow.
dagger. I pull out a dagger. I'd already stowed my short bow because I was using my
Yeah, you
short
could
sword.
have-
Well,
Sure.
okay.
No, unfortunately, that will miss.
All right. Now I've got my dagger and my short sword ready for action. In turn.
All right, so the tadpoles are up, and since Reginald and Snaps damaged them, they're going to try to damage them back. So the first tadpole against Reginald is going to miss, I believe, right? Reginald has AC of 14.
Oh,
Nice.
barely.
That's 4. And then the one attacking on Snaps is going to hit Snaps for 3 piercing.
Oh.
It takes us to the top of round 3. Stink, back around to you.
All right. Since it worked so well before, swing that quarterstaff.
Will hit. I will kill that tadpole over there. Any
Oh,
movement for
stink.
No movement, no celebration. I will accept my successes as well as my failures. Quiet, dignity, and grace.
All right, Mantero, you are up.
I will go over here and try to miss again. Hey,
It's got to hit you. And it doesn't. With another 7. All right, Aurora, kill this thing.
I'm going to try. Yes.
Yep. And it only had 1 hit point remaining, and Aurora is able to end
Oh.
the tadpoles alive. Those slab tadpoles can be fairly scary.
Are there 4 remaining jars of these things?
There are indeed 4 more jars.
Oh, I get outside.
Can I do an Arcana check now that we're out of initiative?
If you want, what exactly information are you trying to get from them?
Just to understand what they are.
Okay.
But actually, I tell you something. You want to know what I want to do? I want to take the 4 jars. I want to wrap them carefully so they don't jostle, and I want to put them in my bag.
Okay.
Because I feel like these could be used against cultists later on.
Okay.
Kind of like
also
a little live grenade.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, also looking about the room. Go ahead and everyone give me investigations, looking around at the rest of the things on the shelves throughout the room.
Cool, I wanted to do that.
Nice.
Whoa!
Nice. Excellent.
I just don't
you
want to be in
do
this
find
room anymore.
one of the shelves. You notice in the west wall here, there's a small box with Delphi family crest, a purple eye engraved on the lid. The box itself is unlocked, and inside you see that there's a bag containing a number of gold pieces and 3 vials. And you immediately recognize the vials as soon as you see them.
Ooh.
There are 3 potions of healing. Of course, keep in mind we are playing Adventurers League. If at least one of those is still around at the end of the session, everyone will get a potion of healing. Unfortunately, you don't get 3 potions of healing if you keep them all. You just get 1 copy of it.
Cool.
So if you're sure to use those, at least 2 of them during the session.
How
Who
many
do we
gold
want
pieces were there?
to?
I would say, well, I need 1 right now, but would say err on the side of giving it to the rogue so you can fast hands people. Fast hand with people.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea.
I'll distribute as needed.
Okay, well, I'm going to take 1 right now.
All right. Go ahead and roll your
Plus
healing.
2.
2d4 plus 2.
2.
Let me 9. Okay.
Nice. Almost max hit points. 9 hit points back.
Let me check the wording on the moonsicle. See if it's whenever if it's just a spell or whenever I roll to get.
Sure. Moonsicle is from Tasha's, isn't it?
That's a spell that restores hit points. So that is not casting a spell.
Gotcha. All right. There we go. So, you found a few valuables here. Of course, the potions of healing, and bag contains 150 gold pieces. If you take a few moments while your companion is drinking the potion of healing. And you do know, so of course, there's a door to the north of you, you most likely can safely probably assume that it does head into some sort of kitchen. But you have not found any of the doors to be locked yet, only the windows.
Mm-hmm.
So who would like to head up to the door? You can listen to it. You can check it for traps.
Yeah.
Who would like to do what?
I'll listen. I'll look, listen, feel, and check for traps.
All right, give me an investigation check. Or perception, your choice. It does not appear to be trapped. Of course, it is not locked.
I open it.
And as you all exit that room, you see that the air is no longer heavy and malleable in this room. But it does continue to exist in this room back here.
I'll close that door.
Sure. Looking into the room to the north, is large kitchens in poor condition. Flies covers foul-smelling messes of several meals stacked on a work table in the middle of the room.
Oh,
You
think
also
you haven't
do
even
notice that
touched your
there is
food.
a chimney. You do also notice that there is a chimney on the east wall. In that fireplace that contains a black iron pot hung on a hook.
And 2 doors.
Yes, there are 2 doors, one to the west and one to the north.
Oh,
You can move into the kitchen if you all want to. It's totally up to you.
And I'll come up to the table. I'll say once again, Stink, look, you haven't even touched your food.
smells like home. Love it.
It is definitely foul smelling.
And what about the chimney? Is there anything interesting about it? I kind of take a
You can
look
look
at it.
up there and you see that a small or medium creature couldn't fit through there, but a tiny creature could.
Okay. Right.
And of course, the kitchen itself is in shambles.
Yeah.
Half-eaten food on the cookery and plates and stuff is beginning to rot and grow mold.
Are there any closed cabinets or cupboards? I just
You
kind
can
of
search
throw, or
through
I'll
if you
just,
wish.
yeah, I'll just start looking through as I'm walking through the room, kind of opening up cabinets, see if there's anything of note.
Nothing really of value. Like I said, even some of the fresh foods that would have been put up there, you find out that there's like some apples and oranges and other fruit that's all rotted and starting to decay.
This is profoundly offensive to my Eladrin sensibilities. We need to get out of this room.
Well, there's a door to the north and a door to the
Mantaro,
west. I mean,
Mantaro, do your 1, 2, 3, 4 northwest.
I would say we go north and
Okay.
basically clear the perimeter and then go in.
Okay.
Most logical
Roger,
thing at this
Roger.
point.
Door locked.
nope.
I open it.
It's a mimic.
All right. You open up the door, and it's a very well stocked pantry, and the foodstuffs here haven't began to spoil yet.
Nah.
Sorry, Stink.
There's a sack of potatoes that rests against the east wall, next to stairs that lead down. Most likely to some sort of wine cellar.
I could sort of kick the bag of potatoes.
Mm-hmm. This is a real bag of
Thing happen-
potatoes.
Okay.
Mimic.
Yeah. I'll grab a few. I put a few in my
Sure.
a couple of potatoes just in
I'll
case
take
I need to
Yeah.
use them. I need to throw them at somebody, like Papa Squats or somebody. Never know.
So you want to go down?
You can search
wanna
the
go
room if you
downstairs?
want.
Let's clear this floor first, I think, maybe.
Okay.
Do a thorough job. Yeah. Yeah, we've got.
If you want to prevent anyone coming up from behind you, if you could try to attempt with your thieves' tools, someone with thieves' tools can attempt to lock this door that leads to that pantry.
I will attempt that.
I will help you.
I'll
Oh,
give you
okay.
a pat on the shoulder. You can have an extra
Ooh.
1.
Yes.
I will pretend to
Yes.
cast guidance on you.
All right.
Yes, indeed, you are able to shut it, and you are able to lock the door.
Okay.
Oh, does that mean I have to roll for guidance, a d4?
No, because I don't
guess
have guidance.
I have guidance. That's why he got the +1. Does that trigger
Oh.
the house thing?
Yes, it does indeed. Roll me a die 4, please.
Oh,
3.
don't.
Whoa.
It's the
Everything in this room definitely is perceived objects and creatures a short distance from their actual positions.
Wear your goggles.
So, in this room, you will have disadvantage on attack rolls.
where.
Well, I guess it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did we feel that this effect is throughout the whole house or just room by room?
You can go check the room, the secret room, off of the dining room if you want.
Mitch, I don't even
No.
know if I can find the door, given how disoriented I am.
And it's well locked.
No, it's only disadvantage to attack rolls. It doesn't really. You can still
Okay.
maneuver your way through. You know what I'm saying?
In the
the
past, it
objects
was
like this-
in the past it was just affecting one room at a time. So there was a point where in the dining room we had the blur effect, and in the
the
hidden
shadow
room,
and the
yeah, we had
teeth on the
the
walls.
So
So you can definitely tell. Plus, Reginald's experience of that when the magic was cast in this room down to the south, that the effects that were happening in the dining room disappeared. So you can be assured that whenever you cast magic in a specific room, this type of surge happens in that room. You know, you're not sure how long they'll last,
Mhm.
but you've just been having multiple surges in different rooms. But the door right there beside you, Snaps, is unlocked like most of the rooms in the house so far have been.
Okay.
Sweet.
Open it.
Cool.
All right, go ahead. No, you can open the doors on your own. So you can open the door and looking inside, it seems to be a parlor of sorts. A small circular pedestals dot the room, each one large enough to hold a couple of drinking cups. In the corners of the room stand 4 suits of armor. The 2 on the west side of the room are noticeably cleaner than the others.
I shut the door. Oh wait, Montero. No, I'll leave it open. I want to leave Montero out there.
You do notice 2
Okay.
doors on the north wall and the door on the west wall, and 1 door on the south wall in the center of the,
Okay.
of the south wall.
I'll step inside the room also.
ahead.
Keeping an eye on the suits of armor.
Okay.
Seeing as how someone did not like suits of armor earlier and they scratched out their faces, I'm distrusting the suits of armor also.
also they're really conspicuous. I'll be flying 10 feet off the ground. So
Okay. Again, these rooms here are about 20 feet high ceilings.
and they're in the corners where these gray squares are, right?
Yes. Yes, correct. Again, I would ping it, but it is reacting a little slow.
Yep.
So again, choices. You have 4 doors. The 5th one behind you. You've already explored behind you. Would you like to go to the north, the northwest, the west, or the south?
I say we go by the one by where Stink was up here. Right here.
Yeah, might as well
direction
keep
to the north?
going same direction we have been.
Okay.
You want to check it for traps?
Okay. Check it for traps.
certainly.
Hmm.
He's checking. We're both checking.
We're good. Onward.
Looks
All
looks
right.
great.
All right. I sense you guys are confused, and I don't do a heck of a lot better.
It is not perhaps.
All right. I just set my drink on a pedestal and wait for to see what happens next. Who else is going to check for traps?
Looks like someone opened the door already.
Oh well, yep. The door's open. Stink is on it. There you go, Stink. Where are you going?
Inside
He's
the
in there.
room
What's in there?
Montaro to fly over me and
It's a dusty room that contains a bed, a wardrobe, and a writing desk.
Can I investigate the writing desk?
You certainly can.
There we go. 21 investigation.
It's very, very dusty, and the all the drawers are empty. Doesn't appear to have been used in some time. Most likely a guest room of some sort.
Mm-hmm. There's a wardrobe in there too. Might have something in it.
Yeah, you can use the same investigation. The wardrobe, there seems to be empty hangers hanging in there, no clothes of any sort.
Not a portal to the Feywild.
Correct.
Okay. On to the next room.
Out of
All right.
mundane curiosity, I'm just going to lean over to one of the suits of armor and say, Crow Kulmar. Does it open?
Nope.
Well, it was worth a try.
So you have the door to the south, which you could probably easily assume heads back to the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the one to the north there. Again, it looks like a dusty room with a bed and a writing desk and a wardrobe in that room as well. And Montero, please give me a die 4.
Fun.
Where did he go?
Went to the north.
The air in the room becomes heavy and malleable. Space in the room becomes difficult terrain, and while in the room, creatures have a flying speed equal to their walking speed.
That's
The
for you
surge
going in
went
the
off
room.
as you- Yes, a surge went off from you going into the room itself, giving you more information that some of these rooms will just cause surges by entering them.
I'll fly over to the wardrobe, wherever that is. I'm assuming it's on this wall. And
Yeah, you can head over to the wardrobe, sure.
I will open the wardrobe.
Again, very much like the other room, and
Okay.
the wardrobe in the other room, empty of any sort of clothing. Everything, again, very, very dusty in the room. These rooms most likely haven't been used in some time.
I'll check out the writing desk just for the fun of it.
Mhm. Sure. Similar
So-
to the other writing desk.
Okay, figured as much, but better be
Yeah.
safe than sorrow.
Hey, it's always good to check. You never know.
Yep.
You don't want to leave behind a scroll.
Or a clue or something. So.
Yes, exactly.
We roll investigation to check a door. You want to open this
Sure.
western door?
yeah.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Stairs going up.
Yes, this is some sort of from the corners of the towers you saw in the corners of the mansion. This is indeed tower stairs. That from looking up right here, they appear to go up about the 20 feet, most likely, of the ceilings here to the second floor.
Do we feel like we missed a couple rooms, or do we want to head upstairs?
Well, there's still 2 more rooms on this
Yeah,
floor
let's
and the
go.
basement.
Yeah, because you went to the right
Yeah.
instead of going to the left from the main room.
For the
So if we
map
look-
that we
feel
were.
a little bit of cold, you do feel a little bit of a cold wind descending from the staircase.
I tell Montaro, stay close to the candle. The stairways can be treacherous.
Yeah. But the map seems to be good so far.
Oh, from the notes from the map that
Yeah.
you got at the camp. Gotcha.
All right, yeah, Aurora, pop that door.
Yeah, you can easily open that door.
This just takes us back into the main area, right?
Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah,
the
but we
door
need-
you didn't.
Oh, Reginald's already there.
You know what? I'll give it a go. I'm gonna check this door.
Check it.
Sure.
It looks fine to me. I will stick my head in and see what I see.
He said it looks
All right,
fine.
give me one second. My goodness.
We're moving now.
Seems to be some sort of empty sitting room. All the furnishings and decorations have been removed from this room, leaving nothing but dust and cobwebs.
Well, no.
Who hasn't opened the door yet? Let's.
Round table, round robin. Open it.
Another empty room.
Walls of the sitting room are decorated with grim paintings, but all the furnishings have been removed except for a 10-foot square rug in the middle of the floor and a sword mounted on the middle of the north wall.
Hmm.
And as Aurora and Montero enter into the room, they both animate and attack. So let me take care of them first before we roll initiative.
I was just
Let me
about
bring
to
them
say,
over
is
to,
anyone going to stab the rug for safety's sake? But here we are.
So again, pardon the time it takes to get these over to the layer.
A rug.
This is just a wild rug that needs to be tamed and made into a
Yeah.
rideable rug.
Mm-hmm. And it can be shaped into a rug.
Okay, so the first one is going to be at Aurora with a at advantage since they do have false appearance. And you had obviously your characters are you players are experienced, but your characters might not have had a chance to encounter any of these things before. So give me a second. Getting a little bit more lag again.
This was a T-Rex.
All right, so it's action is on Aurora. A 14 is going to miss Aurora, correct?
Yep, that is my AC.
All right. On a hit, you are grappled. Escape DC is 13. Until this grapple ends, you are strained, blinded, and at risk of suffocating. The rug cannot smother another target. In addition, at the start of its target's turns, the target takes bludgeoning damage. So you don't take anything right now. And then the other one is going to attack Montero, the flying sword, with... my goodness, why is that popping all this up? Sorry. With advantage. Armor class of 17 from 9 slashing.
Okay, I'll hit my 16.
It is now initiative.
Could be worse. Could be raining.
Could be raining. Oh.
All right, looks like everyone's in initiative. Go ahead and sort that. So, Reginald, you're the first to act at 22.
Well, hot dog. I will, well, reopen that door. Move so I have view through the door into the next room.
Uh-huh.
I don't know that someone is being held in the rug because I didn't see it, so I'm gonna shoot it.
All right.
Does a 14 hit?
14 on the rug. Let me click the rug now. One moment. 14 will hit the rug, indeed.
Okay. It will take 6 points of piercing damage. And
All
as
right.
the raccoons swarm into the room behind it, it will deal another 4.
All right, so the rug is going to take 3 points of damage, and then 2 points from the your swarm for a total of 5, and then the other 5 points of damage is transferred to Aurora.
I wish I knew you were in there.
But you do hear her screaming.
You could have
now inside.
logically deduced it, I will just say.
Yes.
It could have been logical.
As this happened, I can now deduce so because I can hear you not happy that there's an arrow in you.
Yeah.
Go play with Master of Dungeons, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
All right. Anything else, Reginald?
Alarmed that I'm now hurting a teammate, I think that's about all I'm going to do.
Okay. Snaps, you're up.
Well, I run in the room, and I see the rug, and I see that it's got someone wrapped up in it. Not good. I look and I see a flying sword. That's what I see. It's flying around. Okay.
Yeah.
I will
You have
point at it.
options. You can attack. You can attack the flying sword, or you could attempt to break Aurora's out of the rug with a grapple check.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want him to be in there, or her to be in there, all wrapped up. So that's what I'll do. I'll try to grab the thing and pull it off of
So
her.
basically, what you're going to do is you're going to grab her and pull her out. So you need to make an athletics check, as the DC is a 13.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I'm
gonna
have your inspiration.
I was getting ready to say I'm gonna use my inspiration because I'm not that strong. Okay. Here we go. Athletics.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Sorry. I'm
Throw
not that
those dice
strong.
out.
Any bonus action?
Disengage.
Okay.
Crying is a reaction.
All right. The flying sword is up. The flying sword is going to go ahead and swing at Montero again.
Great roll.
And its roll a 16 for 2 slashing. Just whittling away. Aurora. You can attempt to grapple from the inside, to escape the grapple from the inside. But of course you are restrained, blinded, and at risk of suffocating. But your DC escape attempt is a 13,
No.
so it'd be an athletics check against a 13, or you could face step out, but double check to make sure
nope.
the face.
I can't be. I have to see where I'm going.
That's what I was going to say. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I have to see where I'm going. The other thing is this: does the bludgeoning damage it does from its smother happen on my turn or its turn?
Yes, good call. Yes, it does begin at this each of the target. The start of each of the target's turns. It'd be 2d6 plus 3. I can roll that for you. A total of 8 points.
Oh, thank goodness, because that did not take me out completely, although close. All right, so I'm down 2 hit points, and I am going to grapple. Can be either acrobatics or athletics, right?
To resist it, yes. My apologies. I completely forgot to resist it. It's the person grappling has to use athletics, but the person that wants to escape can use athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, I'm going to use my inspiration, and I am stuck in the rug. I am stuck in the rug.
rug. Yes.
All right.
Mantero, you're up.
Hold on. Wait.
Okay.
Hold on. Wait. As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Sure, you can definitely do that.
And in Elvish, you hear me start singing a chant that you would expect to be kind of something nursery rhyme like, and I get 7 points back as I conjure images of the Moonshays and Seraphal.
And Mantero is up.
Okay. Looks like it's time for the gloves to come off. So I'm going to bonus action turn into a
Ionicus?
yeah that.
Well, there's that.
Excellent.
Here. And I get 3 attacks with this, so I get a bite. I'm attacking the sword.
Okay.
6 will miss. And 22 for 3 slashing.
That will hit.
20 for 8 slashing.
Awesome.
And that's my turn.
All right. Brings us to Stink.
Hey, I'm going to use inspiration. I'm going to do the same thing and try to yank my friend Aurora out of that dang rug.
Okay.
You said athletics or acrobatics?
Either one, your choice. I mean, I would have given the same thing to snaps, but with the roll of a 1 and a 2, even with their bonuses, that would not have.
Yeah. It was fate. It was inevitable.
Mike,
Oh my goodness.
did you change all our D20s to D8s?
I did not.
Rotten.
You can scroll over your rolls and roll 20 to see what you rolled. Yeah.
I see. I know.
All right, so
yeah.
we're back around to rolled.
Well, now that I feel really bad that I shot what sounds like Aurora, I guess I'm going to follow suit with the rest of the party, and I'm going to move up, use my inspiration, and attempt to pull them out of the rug.
Yeah.
Yes, nice. Yes. You were able to pull Aurora out of the rug, breaking the grapple.
All right.
So I will have to have you move in here, though, Reginald.
Yeah, I will scoot in there.
And any bonus actions?
Profusely yell, "I'm sorry."
Okay. All right, Snaps, you're up.
Okay.
The rug is pre-game.
I'm definitely going to move and then leap, bring his shoes, get on the other side, and stab. Attack it with my short sword.
Okay. That will hit.
All right.
Nice. 11 points.
And then
bonus action with your dagger.
Bonus action, attack with the dagger.
Okay. 24 will hit. Now keep in mind, go ahead and roll your damage normally, but I'm going to subtract some from it because unless you have dual wielding and things like that, your ability score will not be added to the damage.
Right. Okay. I do not have that yet.
Okay. So it would be 7 minus your 3 is 4. So it's still max damage, though. That's great. Nice.
Okay. All right. That's it. In turn.
All right. Next up is the Flying Sword. The Flying Sword is going to attack the Deinonychus. There we go. Long Sword for 13. Does that hit the Deinonychus?
Yes,
For
the
5
AC
slashing?
is just 13.
Okay. And that's its turn. Aurora, you are still prone, but you can stand up with half your movement.
Okay. I'm a little wobbly. I've been a little bit crushed and smothered, but I'm going to stab at the rug after I stand up and hopefully miss with my rapier.
Oh,
Don't know
hopefully.
how
I
Aladdin
also
misses
just
with the
realized-
rapier, but I did.
Couldn't. Yeah, it will miss, but it couldn't to go, but for some reason it didn't take the initiative of the rug in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the initiative. It couldn't go after it swallowed Aurora anyway. So I'm going to move it to its proper spot in the initiative. There we go.
And okay. That's it for Aurora right now.
All right, Mantaro.
I will bite the sword. 14?
That will, I think, miss the sword. My apologies, it is a little slow. Yes, that will miss the sword.
Okay. Then I will slash at the sword for 15.
That will miss.
15 will miss also. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then 16.
It's so fast and quick, it dodges to the side.
Okay.
You almost got it there.
Almost got it. Okay. That's my turn.
All right, Stink.
Is the rug a creature?
It is considered a creature for things like spells and stuff. Yes.
Toll the Dead. Wisdom save, DC 14.
Attempting its wisdom save.
It's a rug. How smart could it be? Come on. Use our dice. Yes.
I definitely used your dice with 2 natural ones. It will fail. Go ahead and roll your die 12. Nice.
Better
It
than
is
that.
not immune to necrotic damage either. Getting close. Top of the round. Reginald, back around to you.
I'm going to swing at it with my short sword and my raccoons.
By the tail.
That will hit.
That'll hit for 5 and another 5.
That will destroy the rug.
The raccoons have a
raccoon
2
parrot.
kill count.
Tore it to shreds.
Oh, yes.
Any movement, Reginald. Any movement.
I'm going to just scoot to the other side of the door here.
All right. Snaps. All that remains is the sword.
To the plate, and I'll say, this reminds me of what my father used to say. And then I'll stab it.
Swing away.
Not a short bow. I keep.
That will definitely hit, though.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your short sword attack, and then roll your damage with your short sword attack.
Okay. Sorry. I put the wrong macro. I have short bow on my macro. So short sword. Then attack. What'd you say? With
Just roll
Yeah,
damage.
you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
All right, and that will finish off the sword.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Now
Take you all out of combat. I'm going to go ahead and kind of
changing this.
just walk you through the next room, as this is the last room, and we are a little bit over on our normal streaming time. We usually are finished up by 10 o'clock. So let me go ahead and open that door to the north of you. There is a secret door kind of here in the north wall, which you can easily find. You can also open the door going inside. There we go. In this room, in the north, it was actually where the flying sword was hanging when it attacked earlier. You enter in there, you see that there is a pair of cobweb chairs at one end and a dusty table at the opposite end. Tucked under the table is a small wooden chest with handles. The chest is unlocked and holds 3 spell scrolls. Spell scroll of Arms of Hadar, spell scroll of Bane, and a spell scroll of Dimension Door. Put those in the chat for you, as they just generally have generic spell scrolls in the treasure. I will try to get those taken care of. And also is a bag containing 6 pieces of jewelry worth 100 gold pieces each.
Nice.
And having cleared the first floor, we will decide where you're going to go next week, as we will finish off part 2 of Reach for the Stars next evening, as this is going to be the end of the session tonight. Great job, everyone. Great job.
Yeah.
Give yourself a round of applause. Thanks to all of you watching as well. Again, I apologize for my slow Roll20. Once I get my other computer back, everything will be a little bit better off. With that being said, we might be minus a couple of shows this week that we normally would stream. But those, of course, will come back as soon as the computer is up and running and fixed. But thanks, everyone, again, of course, for your continued support. Thanks for following us. Again, join the Discord, our community Discord, which you can find in the link below in the About section. You can also find out all of our other social media links there as well. If you can go through and follow those and maybe subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do put our YouTube, the episodes we stream on Twitch, we do put those up on our YouTube channel. They're usually up on Mondays around 3 p.m. And it's usually about a week or so, about a week and a half behind, as we do allow them time to be on Twitch for video on demand, so you can watch those later. And then when they're about to leave Twitch, that's when we put them on our YouTube channel. So thanks, everyone, for playing tonight. Of course, thank our guests, Lee and Ulysses, for playing as well. They will be back next week for the conclusion of part 2 of Reach for the Stars. And I think that's all. Does anyone have anything else to add?
No.
All right. Excellent.
Thank you, Mitch.
Well, thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah, thanks, everyone, for watching tonight. And happy adventuring. We'll see you again. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.